Hello.
Story.
How are we, my friends? Hold on a second. We've got something special to start off the show today.
Schninchney, schninchney, schnoik.
Oh crap! And of course, Tubbs, it doesn't work when I try and play it.
It actually doesn't play on the actual screen.
No. Nope, not happening for us, Tubbs.
Ah, bollocks. Look, but we can let everyone know it worked before we went live.
I don't know if this is working or not.
I can hear it.
Yeah, okay, we're just gonna stop that. Okay, so basically what happened there was I had an intro lined up that Chris made us, and it just doesn't seem to want to kick in for us. So that's kind of unfortunate because it's really, really funny. Anyway, welcome back to your weekly slice of culture with myself, Brian, and the miniature one, Twisted Tubbs.
This guy right here. Yes, yes.
So yeah, we are here for another week of culture. Again, apologies for last week. Personal shit came up, and yeah, we couldn't do it. So we're here now. That's what matters.
Exactly. And look, we've always said this, man. 74 fucking episodes in. Your real life shit will take over every now and again, you know.
It does. It does happen. But yeah, I'm gonna try this once more because if it doesn't work,
try it. Go for it. See if
I
second
quit.
fucking.
I quit.
See if second helpings is the trick here now, kid.
Probably not, but anyway. Nah, it's gone.
Nah. We blame Chris for this.
Hold on, let's try this. There we go.
Here we go.
So this is our new intro, lads. At the fourth time of asking.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you fucking prick, Chris. The Avengers Nightmare Fuel.
So that's
I was trying to grab who was who, like.
That's pretty fucking exceptional, I have to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for that. I've had that in my locker for the past 2 weeks, so I've been waiting to show everyone. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was kind of scanning. Yeah,
Tubbs, you got the brunt of that, like.
The which?
You got the brunt of that.
Oh yeah, I definitely got the Captain Marvel fucking shout out and everything.
I mean, I think you do make a good Brie Larson, to be fair.
Fucking hell. I was, you know, when I was watching it, I was kind of going, is this going to stick with the original fucking Avengers, or is this going to max out and have a fucking a Captain Marvel cameo under with my face on it? And I was right, it did.
Okay, so I've been ignorant and we haven't said hello to the chat yet. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we haven't, because we've been trying to get the fucking video
trying to work out the technical issues. So Mick is here. He says, woof, bark. Chris says, meow. Brian replies, bark, bark. Chris says, don't forget to press the right button, Brian. Funny story, when I showed Tubbs this before we went live, it worked perfectly.
It just worked.
And the selection, the thing for it just wasn't even there when I went back then, which is really weird. Jonathan says, Jesus, this one's off to a unique start. Evening all. Smithy and Jonathan, what the fuck is this bullshit? Tubbs is on time.
We had a conversation before this podcast even started. I even text Brian at like 10 to 9 and goes, man, I'm actually ahead of the curve tonight. Like, I'm actually fucking on time. Like,
Connor says, howdy, feckers.
Story Connor.
Mick says, unleash the dwarf upon his Shetland pony, the wee bastard.
On the highest of all highs, I say.
The lowest of all lows, I'd say. Well, more than one meaning. Like,
well, to be fair, everything that's like above my height is high for me. Like,
everything is above your height, Tubbs.
Yeah,
did any of you guys see on Tubbs' Facebook today? He posted a picture of a Christmas tree, and I told him it would take him till Christmas to climb that thing.
I couldn't resist it. Like, we were in the Crescent, fucking seeing the Christmas trees and stuff, and my brother, I was like, take my fucking photo.
It's like your mate said. It was only a 4-foot tree, like.
Oh, dude, I even said, I fucking gowed back. He was like, that's only a 5-foot tree.
He said 4 foot.
I was a 4 foot, okay.
said, one fucking job, Ryan. I know, and I fucked it. Mick said, who said that? He's still pulling on the everyone's blocked me thing. Jonathan's like, it's still playing, Brian. Simon is in the chat. Tip of the cap.
Sorry.
Good evening, gang from Lobot.
Lobot.
Everybody saying hey. I have the heating on, so if you can hear a loud noise behind me, that's what it is. Sai says tip of the cap. Fuller Singer says, haha, class. Lobot, laughing emojis. Jonathan lol. Avengers are disassembled. Avengers, feck off. And Chris said, so Brian is Cap, Connor is Hulk, Tubbs is Iron Man and Captain Marvel, Black Widow is Shabby, and Simon the identical twins after all. And Jonathan says, everyone on this planet would make a better Brie Larson than Brie Larson does. Ooh, that's
fucking
harsh.
Fair.
Fucking harsh. Connor says,
it's harsh, but it's true.
Connor says, making me green, I love it. James says, every evening, everyone.
Story,
great
James.
intro vid. Great intro vid, even. How are you, my friend? Pop up on my computer. Connor says, hey, James, hope you are well, sir.
Very
Jared
much well.
is here.
Very
hello, Jared.
Well. Story, Jared.
James. Doing good, Connor. Hope you're good. Hey, Jonathan and everyone else. And Smithlord says, oh, and I'm Thor. Are you now, Chris? That's nice. Jonathan Redmond says, Jared. Okay, Tubbs, we've got a packed show this week.
We do.
Unfortunately, this week we're going to let Tubbs talk about DC for a while.
Because let's be honest, there's been a massive turn in the DC fucking.
Has there though?
There has been, dude. There has been. There's been a lot of substantially good shit happening. So we will get into that. Hello, love.
What was that? Hello.
I couldn't have got more Irish if I tried. Hello there, love. How are you?
You're pure Limerick. That's all you are, cuz.
Pure Limerick, pure city culture, boy.
So we've got loads of stuff to go through. We've got show and tell. We've got art corner. I've got a funny picture of you, Tubbs, actually. Black Adam, spoiler talk. We'll talk about The Witcher as well for a bit. Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special and Ant-Man Quantumania both had trailers as well in the past 2 weeks. And the MCM Comic Con was on the weekend, and we were talking about reveals from that. And the HasLab Dodge Charger, he finally hit the wall. It's dead. So we'll talk a little bit about that too.
I mean, we didn't say it here on this podcast like weeks ago, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It was dead before it took off, basically. So, Tubbs.
Yes.
Have you got show and tell this week?
I have one show and tell piece that I'm very fucking happy with.
I think I know this, so you can show us.
Yeah. Do you want me to show it now?
Well, no, you can wait until show and tell is over if you want. Like, yes, show it now, Tubbs. Fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, it's only one piece. So I mean, as I said, I might as well go and get it out of the way now. Like, but
Get with the program, kid.
will I explain what it is before I show it?
Well, if you show it, we'll probably know what it is. Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
because people have probably seen it now at this point because it was a Kickstarter thing that
I'll
like took.
make you slightly bigger.
Yes, it was a Kickstarter program, or not
Okay.
program, but a Kickstarter thing that was a few years old. But as everyone knows, and Brian will tell you, I am the biggest fucking Pennywise the Clown fucking It fan on the planet. I fucking love the novel and
Smallest.
movies. Big fan of the '90s TV show. So I fucking got this in my door this week. Get the glare off that fucking box. It is the Pennywise, the story of it documentary that was made literally through a Kickstarter. It's got footage and BTS photos, interviews, the whole lot of stuff that's never been shown. It's about a 2.5 hour documentary with 45 minutes of extras. Banging fucking Blu-ray lads. I recommend if you're a fan of this fucking movie or the '90s miniseries, pick it up. It's fucking entertaining as all hell. And stuff I never knew is in this as well, and it's jammed. But what it also came with was it came with this hand-drawn fucking poster that I swear to God is fucking amazing. Look at this.
Oh, that is really cool, man.
Isn't that fucking sick, dude?
That's class. I really like that.
Yeah, it's a hand painted. I mean, there's only a certain amount of them. Obviously, they came with the Blu-rays and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's like a Kickstarter, obviously. Yeah, so you'll only have.
Yeah, so it comes with the Blu-ray, but there's only a limited amount of them. You can get them on Amazon as well. But I was waiting on this one for ages, and it finally came in, and I'm fucking delighted. Sat down and watched it the other night, and yeah, it's just you know yourself when you're like a massive fan of stuff or a certain thing, and you get to see kind of like behind the curtain of it, and, years down the road, like how the process of the thing actually went ahead, and all the bad and good shit that went with it. Like, so it's a really entertaining fucking documentary. So if you're a fan of Pennywise and the '90s miniseries, this is definitely the Blu-ray for you. You can also get it on DVD, but the extras don't come with it, so the Blu-ray is probably better to go with. But yeah, that's my show and tell. It's one little tiny piece, but it means fucking a lot to this fucking Irish fucking leprechaun here. Do you know what I'm
Fucking.
saying?
So yeah, that was pretty
With
cool.
my gravelly voice, Brian.
Who are you trying to take off here? Like,
Oh no, my voice is still gravelly because I lost my voice completely.
imagine that guy's Tubbs couldn't talk.
Oh, dude, it was like
must
hell
been
on
a dark
fucking
few
earth. I
days.
couldn't speak.
Jonathan says DC has stopped digging well in the hole, but they're not out of it yet. We'll get to that.
They're not, but it seems to be going a good way.
Manda Fandanga says, nice. With a little red balloon. 99 red balloons. Oh. Jonathan said, that's pretty cool. G4 said, hey, Brian and Tubbs, sorry, heard the voice and thought it was Whoopi Goldberg for a second. Thank Christ it's not.
It's not.
Fuller's Figure says 1-0 Liverpool. Who cares? That
Yeah,
aren't they
fuck
already
Liverpool.
qualified anyway? Manga Fananga says, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, mate. Okay, so my show and tell. Now, interestingly, there is two people in the chat who were with me as I bought these.
Two people in the chat with you when you purchased said items, I say yes.
Said items, yes.
Mm.
So, first one is one I totally wasn't expecting to buy, but because I didn't know it was released. Oh, hold on, I'll make myself big.
You make go bigger
like
on
I
this.
do every day. So this is the Marvel Select Watcher.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, he's much
Sculpt
bigger
is
than the picture you
awesome.
showed me.
What?
He's much bigger out of the box, like.
He comes in a little stand and stuff as well. Now, my one thing is there is no articulation below the legs, but he's not going to be doing like karate chops, karate kicks and stuff anyway. So he's like, he stands there and watches.
He's the watcher, Brian. He just stands there and watches.
That's his deal. But he has got a massive head.
He's a fat head.
And yeah, he was €35, so cheap enough considering the size of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted him for ages and ages and ages. So when Galactus, if he ever comes from Zavi, comes, this would be an awesome like addition to that.
So we both ended up with things we wanted this week. This is fucking cool.
I have other bits now as well. So there is the Thing, Fantastic
Wow.
Four. This was $14.99. Sue Storm. And there we go. $12.99.
Fucking hell, man.
And Mr. Fantastic
So it was definitely worth the trip, so.
for $12.99 as well. And the last one is one figure I've always kind of had. I had one in the 80s, the 4-inch one, but I've never had like a Black Series one, a Tusken Raider,
Oh, deadly, deadly.
$14.99. And I actually hadn't seen him. It was our good dear old friend Jonathan Redmond who spotted him and passed him up to me. So yeah. If anyone in the chat obviously doesn't know, I put up a video the other day as well, a haul video for all that stuff. And in it, I mentioned that for the first time, I met up with Jonathan Redmond and Connor Fuller, and thankfully they aren't murderers.
So I was fucking delighted to hear that you were gone up, because I remember you had said you were going up, and then I would like randomly text you I think that day, and you were like, "Oh, I'm just on the way back from Dublin now." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, it was today." So
yeah,
like,
Tubbs. I tell Tubbs things one day, and by the following day he's completely forgotten, and asks me, "Oh, what are you doing, man? How are you? How's your day?"
dude, this is why we're friends, right? Because you keep me on my toes when I forget shit. You remind me. This is how it works.
Yeah, so he's like a fairy or something. He just doesn't remember anything.
Yeah. So some things never leave my fucking psyche, but other things are like fleeting and they go in one ear and out the other. And then I am listening when you tell me, but it's like, you know me, man. My brain is fucking ADHD to boot, like, so fucking 100 things a mile a minute and all the shit I'm doing. I fucking forgets things. But no, I was delighted you went up.
But what I will say, like, when I usually go up to the Big Bang or even into Smith's or any other toy shop,
yeah,
you go in, buy what you're getting, and walk out. You don't think about it really or whatever. But I spent over an hour and a bit walking around Big Bang with the two lads, just chatting about shooting the breeze like we do on here, and it was awesome. So yeah, definitely do that again.
Yeah, and as we said, with enough notice, I can probably
I was telling the lads, like, if you were with me, we'd have definitely been there 3 hours because none of us could get a word in.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're well overdue for another road trip. Like, let's be honest about it.
I don't know. Can I stick 2.5 hours in a small compartment with Tubbs? I don't know.
You've done it before, you fucker. Like,
yeah, they're plotting to kill me in the comments, which is great.
Oh yeah, deadly.
The
first meet was free.
Yeah. G-Force is racing his gear. Hey, G-Force.
G-Force.
I also want my prize. So G-Force was running a giveaway the other day, just to give you some background on this. And he had like a cloned page come in and comment basically everyone in the giveaway that they all won.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah. Which sucks.
And what was the prize?
Oh, he had a couple of action figures and stuff like, but
okay.
Like everyone who were entered had a comment out, "Oh, you are the winner."
That's fucking. That must be a fucking headache.
Yeah. Chris says, "Tubbs, you could cuddle that watcher and still be the little spoon."
Gladly, I would, man. Gladly, with his big fat head.
Jonathan says, "G-Force, where's my prize?"
G-Force now will have to give away his whole collection.
Hi, G-Man. Everyone said hi. G-Force, Lobot. John, I don't think you want the prize I'm thinking of.
Sperm in a jar.
Okay. If that's what you want. Hey, G-Force. That Tusken is one of the best Black Series figures. Yeah, it really is. Comes with a lot of stuff.
I mean, the Black Series line seems to be fucking deadly cool. It's just they're too expensive.
Some of them are shit though as well. Great price.
The only one I have is her name escapes me every fucking time, from Rogue One. Jen
Oh,
Ursa.
fucking yeah, Jyn Erso.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the
I have
worst
her,
ones they released.
and I'll be honest, figures grand, face don't fucking look like her dad.
Yeah, they released an updated version of that, and it's a lot better. But
Yeah,
still,
they probably had to release an updated version of it.
they're all updated. They updated all of them. They're all like a tenner on Big Bang again.
Oh, deadly.
They just didn't sell like. They are murderers. They just didn't see the point. Yeah. If they kill me, they'll never get to Tubbs.
See, this is probably the plan. They're like,
retarded.
sweeten Brian up. Saying, man, no, Brian's telling me, like, no, they're really nice guys, man. You know, they only tried to put 2 fingers in instead of 4. They were really respectful, you know.
Brian, you live in Limerick, a face worse than death. I agree, but I don't live in the city, so that's fine.
Yeah, I do live in the city, and it's atrocious. Like,
You nearly live in Clare, though, to be fair.
now I do.
You actually live in the arsehole of Limerick because Clare is right next to it.
But I'm literally on the border, fucking, like, I'm on the border walk. Like, one jump over the fucking border, and I'm in Clare, like.
Smitler speaks. The first meeting is to get the measurements. This next one we remove the skin for upholstery projects.
Yep.
Brian skin shoes, anyone? Chris says. I'd imagine it'd be quite tough though. If you're going to eat, like, Big Bang is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I'm talking a tub size shop. Yeah, you'd
Then it
fly
would
around
be
the place.
ideal for me. Like, it'd be like a Hobbit in fucking Mount Doom, huh?
See, like, we were tripping over kids in there. Like, we'd be definitely tripping over you. Like,
Why didn't you just kick him in the fucking head?
because I wanted to not go home in a police car.
If we never meet, I'm stealing Tubsy Wubsy. You can have me, Mick.
Like, you can have him free of
You can
charge.
have me.
No stealing required.
I would gladly go. I'll be the hardest fucking dude to kidnap because you'll end up bringing me home.
The problem is Mick, there is no receipt.
There is no receipt. There is no ostrich, man.
G4 says, can we get a belt out of Tubbs? Is there enough material? I'd say you'd be lucky to get a set of laces off of him.
I'm a laces guy, like.
Yes, I agree, Connor. It may be small, but has more stock than 5 Walmarts.
See, this is, man, yeah, fuck me, like.
Figure shopping. I treat it like those people in West Waterstones reading books and chairs. I sit down, whip out the toys, and set up some scenes. Is that not the dumb thing? I mean, like, try it the next time you're in a comic shop. Like, see what happens. Maybe, like, just video it for some evidence for the crack.
Oh God, I read that completely fucking wrong.
G4 says the bastard posted like 50 comments. Oh my God. Imagine 50 angry people. Where's my prize, bitch?
Where's my prize, G-Force? As I say, G-Force's whole collection's gone now.
2 croutons and a Tubbs teeny bacon sandwich. Okay. So, Tubbs, have you got anything for our very special art corner this week?
I do, and I have an actual piece that's.
Sorry.
I figured because we were in Halloween yesterday, and today we're kind of in Christmas.
It's Christmas now, Tubbs.
Yeah, that's some sense. We were Halloween yesterday. We were Christmas today. I felt that there was a piece that in my brain I was kind of going, what can I fucking draw that kind of balance that out? And yeah, so I had my piece there. My piece.
Okay. Make you slightly larger again?
Yep.
Slightly.
Right, so as I just said, this is because I was trying to think, it was like, because I knew when the show was falling on the Tuesday, I was going to go, are we going to be doing a Halloween show even though it's a day after Halloween and it's technically now the run to Christmas now because
I
it's
had
November.
trick-or-treaters a while ago.
Which?
I had trick-or-treaters a while ago.
Fuck off, man. Did you like glass them?
I told them, yeah, you're a bit late, lads. Come back next Halloween.
But so I went with this. I went with this piece. Now this took me about, we'll say it took me a few hours, but I was deadly happy with it and how it turned out, and I was fucking delighted with the outcome of it. But this.
Oh, wow! The color in that is fucking savage, man.
Now I have done a digital fucking what you call it. I have done a digital enhancement with with the digital drawing pad and stuff, and it's a much more detailed one with like brush strokes and stuff. But yeah, this is the one.
That is
Nice.
really cool. I like that a lot now.
Even the thing up the top there, look,
Yeah,
the border.
that is class.
Whoa. So yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, because it is the Nightmare Before Christmas, which was Halloween and Christmas. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I'm like normally I'll poke holes in my work and I'm like, maybe this doesn't look right or this. I'm fucking deadly happy with this. I really enjoyed how this turned out.
That is absolutely class, honestly.
And
I
to
can
be
see that in a
fair,
t-shirt.
see, this is what I was thinking. Like I was looking at that kind of ones like that could easily go on like a t-shirt or a mug or fucking or like in a fucking frame, you know,
In a fucking.
in a fucking
Also,
frame on my
I have
fucking
to say,
wall. Like fucking look at it.
I have to say hello to Kat. By the way,
Hey.
Kat, myself and Connor met up during the weekend. You would have been totally lost. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I
I
did
had to.
fucking notice one thing with the picture.
What?
I forgot to color the dog's nose.
I didn't notice it. So
Yeah, look. It's like it's a ghostly white.
yeah, it kind of works though.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, fucking leave it white. Um, but yeah. So that was my piece this week. Fucking deadly happy with that.
I do have one in my messages for you.
For me,
Yeah.
someone
So,
draw it.
so this was requested by Connor
Okay.
to Chris. So they tell me because I missed it apparently. But yeah. Where is it?
It's not the baby one again, is it?
No.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Art with tubs, pencil life size.
Wow, that's fucking class, man. Who drew that again?
Does Chris as well?
Oh, Chris, man, fucking deadly.
So is it accurate tubs? Are you that hairy?
Oh yeah, man, fucking hell, I'm a hairy boy. Like
Why did I even ask that question? What the
Chris,
fuck?
man, send me on a fucking copy of that on fucking the old Twitter or something. Like that's fucking deadly. I like it.
Okay, where were we? Where was we? Okay.
We were speaking on a croak.
G4 says, imagine the shipping cost for 50 stuff for 50 things like.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Chris, that still sounds better than the yellow sausage soup Connor eats. Coddle tubs. Have you ever eaten coddle? No.
Twitch.
You're so busy laughing at yourself. You not hear my
I
question.
fucking I totally blanked on that one. What you said?
I said, have you ever eaten coddle before?
Oh yeah, dude, fucking hell yeah. I love Colin.
Oh. Now, Connor, you've had something.
Dude, you're talking to a guy that grew up fucking eating packet and tripe when he was a kid, like you know, and to this day I still eat that shit fucking hands down with a fucking smile on my face.
You're fucking animal tubs.
This is why you love me though, Brian.
Begin
I
to
will eat the
kill.
things you would never think of.
I'm not going to go anywhere with that, actually.
Yeah, see, so many doors open.
Close those doors quick.
Close
The
them
draft
on.
is getting in.
It's drafty.
I saw that G-Man with a freaking douche. Manga Vandanga. Smittlord says trick or treaters tubs. Fuck off, I glass them.
Oh, do you want to hear the story? Actually, I
Okay.
put a comment on my mate's Facebook post yesterday. Some group of 7 young fellas fucked a load of rocks and eggs at his car, broke his side mirror, and I wrote in his Facebook comment. I was like, "We should go back down and fucking and strangle the cunts." And Facebook fucking removed my message and gave me a warning. I was like, sorry.
Sick. Soft old Facebook. Mick says, nice tubsy bubsy, but the art.
Nice, buddy.
Manga Fananga likes it too. Fire. Fuller Figure says, awesome tubs.
Nice and kind.
Jono says, that looks awesome tubs.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Jared says, hey guys. We
Hello.
covered that already. That's a lovely piece there. Tubs really coming on now.
Thank you, buddy.
And everybody's saying, hey.
Yeah,
Robot
every
says,
piece, every single one I do seems to get I seem to find something different and new that I'm doing to the art. Like so, yeah, it's definitely been a cool learning curve.
Lobot says, very cool. Mick says, fucking, 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 fucking.
Fucking.
That's his catchphrase.
Fucking. I should get that in a t-shirt.
My chat thing just went balubas there. Just everybody saying hello to Cat. Fuller's Figure says 2-0 to the mighty. I don't know who that is.
To the mighty pool.
All the way down in 10th place or wherever the fuck they are now. I'm just waiting for the twist where Grace is the real artist of all these drawings. You know what?
She's really drawn this.
I was just thinking of that about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that'd be fucking funny. There's like that's the twist. Oh, my voice has gone gravelly now.
Manga Fandanga says you never walk alone or you never win anything.
Ooh.
You'll never win again. There you go. Subcat. There's no twist, Jono. We all know.
She's just handing me her work.
Vader's Guard says, hey, Mick, Chris, G-Force, and Lobot, and Jonathan. See how she didn't say hi to me or Connor because she still doesn't know. Fuller says, how we cat. Connor says, Chris brings my dreams to life.
Very nice.
This was hilarious. Cat says, crap day, Connor. How are you? That's shit. I've had a crap day as well, if that makes any of you feel better. And
we should all just hug it out, buddies.
I can't believe he loves the image of him in a mankini. Well, he loves it because
I just love fucking imagery in general. I think it's fucking cool.
Connor says crap day too. Yeah, I think everyone's had a bit of a shitty day. I love Tubbs as much as I love Coddle.
Which is, I mean, I don't know if he hates Coddle or loves Coddle, but you know.
Well, he was saying he liked it yesterday, so.
Oh yeah, fucking love Coddle.
Jonathan said Tripe is the fucking worst. Fuck Tripe and subpar 7. We actually got.
I'd eat me some Tripe all day long, kid.
Oh, you're a sick cunt, Tubbs. We actually saw some Super 7 up in Big Bang. It was hilarious.
Did Connor or did Jonathan buy them?
No, we did say fuck subpar 7 in person though.
Not in the broad daylight anyway.
No. Mikey Casey said today's been ass. What my heater?
This is why the Culture Cast is here, kids. So you can ramble fucking madness for 2 hours.
But not good ass. Robot's laughing. Mankini Tubbs in your inbox, no Tubbs. Like I've had a shitty day. Tubbs, what about you? Have you had a good or a bad day?
So the kids are on midterm, so I'm kind of white noise in the week.
Yeah, but kids are their own problem.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, I mean, so I was up at like 10 to 7 this morning, had a coffee, and it's been white noise all the way through.
So you were up at 10 to 7, you had a coffee, and then what did you do?
I started drawing.
Scratched your arse for the fucking day, so fuck you.
No. I was out doing a load of shit today. Like, I mean, it was fucking. Today was kind of getting like fucking shopping day and all that kind of crack, you know. No, but day wasn't too bad. I've had worse days, but I've had better ones as well. Weather isn't helping because it's proper shite out as well.
Jonathan said that kid standing beside the subpar 7 display looked very worried there for a while. That's because he knew he was standing next to substandard action figures. Mikey said the last few weeks have been like DCEU shitter after shitter.
DCU is picking up steam there, kid. We'll get to that.
It's the DCU now, isn't it?
Mikey obviously hasn't been keeping tabs on the news.
Yeah, I wouldn't be keeping tabs on that either if I wasn't doing a pop culture podcast. So.
Yeah.
So let's move on to, seeing as Casey brought it up, the DCEU.
Well, it's actually not the DCEU anymore. It is simply just the DCU.
The DCU.
The DCU.
So we're going to talk about Black Adam. And we're going to go into spoiler talk.
Yeah, so if anyone hasn't seen it yet, you know, like
Jonathan said, well, he was wearing a bleeding flat cap, so no surprise there, Brian. Ways to the sit. Welcome to the chat. He's back. He says,
sorry,
let's go. Brian and Tubbs are back.
Yes, the boys are back in the hood.
Shit on Black Adam from a height.
Yeah, right. What are you,
Okay.
a glorified critic? Is it?
Well, no, like I'm just an amateur asshole taking shots at culture.
Which is much better, to be fair. Like,
Let's go to the comments first.
yeah,
Smitlord said Brosnan was the best bit of Black Adam until the credits sting. Mikey says The Rock spoiled his own movie. That's because he
yeah.
lacked confidence in it. Hey, G Force. Black Adam was good. Okay, so I'm gonna go let you take the floor on this one, Tubbs.
Well, I
Seeing
mean,
as
I was going to ask you because
you
I
like
mean,
to talk about DCU.
but I mean, I am a DC head, like, so I was going to like, actually throw it over to you and find out like how you viewed it, like, or what did you think of the movie?
It's I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Um, it was dumb as a barge pole, but I really enjoyed it. It made me laugh. I was
Yeah,
entertained. The worst
were
part
you
of the
sports
movie,
entertained?
no, it's professionally wrestled. No,
No, but
honestly, I think The Rock was the least entertaining part of the whole movie.
I mean, look at the end of the day. I mean, look, I thought he played a good part. I mean, he was pretty solid as Black Adam, but he is, but yeah, but it is still the Rock in the Black Adam suit. I
Mm.
mean, outside of that, I really had a ton of fun with this movie.
I who's going first, Tubbs? Me or you?
Go on, sorry, go on.
I absolutely loved the Justice Society of America.
Hmm.
I always liked the visual of Hawkman. I don't know a lot about him, but it was awesome seeing him in live action and like looked proper, like the wings, the mace and everything. That looked class. And as Chris said, Pierce Brosnan was fucking class
Oh,
as Doctor Fate.
stand out of the movie for me, like,
He was brilliant. And like I loved like he just there's parts there where like Hawkman and Black Adam are fucking tumbling around and fighting each other, and he's just sitting there smoking a fucking pipe or whatever it is.
he's
You
just
should
sitting there
really
fucking kind of
stop.
like chilling his box off, like.
Yeah, he was awesome. I love that character. Even like people will say it's a rip off of Doctor Strange. It's not.
It's
Very
not. I
much
mean, it
not.
can be for Doctor Strange, but it doesn't really matter. They're two completely separate characters. And
Yeah, they're two completely separate characters. Right. Just they both use magic. That's the only fucking difference.
yeah, I
Like
mean, it's insane. It's like comparisons are fucking kind of are slim on that one. Like,
I thought, like I thought the Raw Black Adam or they were a good antagonist for him. And there was a
yeah,
story. There was a cool story that they only kind of touched on, which would have been cool if they went further into it. Where you're one when they come fighting Black Adam the first time, your one's like,
yes,
where were you guys when we were being taken over by this mercenary crowd? Like, why do you want to come and we've our superhero now? Like, I liked that.
yes.
No, it's very much
'Cause there was a lot of nice touches in there, man, to be fair.
it was underdeveloped a little bit though, I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I didn't like the villain. But overall,
I mean, look. I mean, I've seen worse villains. You know,
it was very
he was a
reminiscent of a Phase One Marvel villain. Just throw
yeah. I
away.
mean, yeah, very much so. Do you know what I mean? Kind of very disposable. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
Sabak was
very
it or
disposable
Sabak
villain.
or something he was called.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think that's the best criticism I could give it. Is it was like an early MCU film because they had a MacGuffin, the crown thing, and they had a terrible villain, but it was okay. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, for me, look, I mean, I said this to you was, I mean, I wanted this film to succeed because I did because it needed to succeed for
Mm.
this new kind of design that DC's taken on, for it to even have grounds to go, you know, and I know the critics shat all over it and stuff, and but the audience, people seem to love it. People really seem to have a good time with this movie. But yeah, for me, I mean, like I loved Doctor Fate. I know a few people bitched and moaned about like Joe the end and stuff.
Mm.
Um, but look, if you know the character, you know that that's kind of spoilers here. You know that there's going to be a continuation regardless of who plays it
Mm.
because it's not the person, it's the helmet. Um, but
Well, apparently there was they cut a second
there
post
was there
credit
was a
scene
scene cut, yeah.
where someone else picks up the helmet at the end or something on a beach.
I mean,
So
but even like I mean, because this has happened in the comics with Doctor
Mm.
Fate.
Oh yeah, it's had loads of different.
It had loads of people have donned the helmet. Um, it even had some of the Justice League fucking wear it. Do you know what I mean as well? And
Mm.
Superman's had it and fucking all that kind of stuff. But no, I thought Pierce Brosnan was fantastic. I thought Hawkman was brilliant. Um, the kid kind of annoyed me in a way, but he was there for
The
just
Atom was it?
he.
Atom
I mean,
Smasher.
the kid was basically there to attach Black Adam to his humanity in a way.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
child.
that's all he
That
was
was
kind
kind
of
of
there.
like I said it to you at the time after I watched it. It was like a
Mhm.
bad riff on Terminator 2 with John
Yeah,
Connor,
I
wasn't
mean,
it?
you said that to me like
He's like,
it did have
"Oh,
kind of,
this is how you say cool things, and this is what you do in this situation." I was like, that was
but
totally ripped out of that.
but overall with the movie, dude, I found like was it a perfect movie? No. Did it have fucking massive flaws here and there? Of course it did. But fuck me, it was a good time. It was a
Yeah,
fucking
I
entertaining
enjoyed it.
fucking movie. And you said it yourself. 9 times out, like not every superhero movie has to be like this thing where it's like it's got this twist and this turn and this fucking sequence that has to do this. It can, you know, it was a superhero movie. It opened up and it did its action and it had its story and it finished and it was fucking fun.
I
And
will
when was
say
the
as well.
last time I met? Sorry, I'm coughing again. One of the lads that did this to me was one of the biggest criticisms of the DCU was that everything was dark and depressing,
I was
and
just going
yet
to
this
touch on
was
that.
and this was Black Adam murdering fucking dudes left and right. But man, he was having fun doing it, and everyone was watching him having fun doing it. It was a fun.
I
This
don't
was a
think it was
fun movie.
I don't think the tone of it was that dark at all. Like a lot of people
No,
were
no,
saying,
but
"Oh,
that's what I mean. Is
this
it
can't match
seemed
up with
to be?
Shazam." I think it would
It
match up
had
with
it had
Shazam.
dark elements, Brian.
Mm.
Obviously, because he's killing people. But yeah, this was just a fun movie. It was an entertaining flick.
Mm. Like I do think it could mesh well with Shazam. No, like
I
that.
do think so. I do
And I
think. I
don't think
mean,
he likes the property or something nowadays. Now,
but I
the
mean,
Rock himself,
I
like
mean, I'm only going off of what I'm reading as well because I like look. Let's be honest. I don't work for DC. I don't know what the fucking real setup is. Excuse me.
Tubbs
We
is
hear what we hear and we read
on the
what we
brink
read.
here, lads.
But yeah, from the design that seems to be where they're going. Look, it's one of those things. There's a 10-year plan. Now, is this going to be a Marvel design? Probably. Should they replicate it? No. Will they? Will they ever be able to replicate what Marvel's done? No, and nor should they. They need to design. DC needs to design their own kind of way forward now. And
You did see that Zaslav offered Feige the job there at one point and he turned it down.
so, can I ask you a question? How do you feel now about James Gunn being the guy running
Oh
the
yeah,
ship?
I hope I love his Guardian stuff. I hope he makes great
Yeah,
movies.
I mean, when I heard that, I was kind
Suicide
of going,
Squad was
okay,
excellent.
okay.
The new
And
Suicide
and
Squad movie.
and, and that was another point to this as well. Is the way we always
Peacemaker, like,
joke about
come
the whole,
on.
but the Marvel DC feud, that feud that everyone says is there, but it was really created by fans. Let's be
I don't
honest, it
give a
was.
shit about I don't give a shit about
Like,
superhero movies as long as they're good, like.
no, exactly. We said this. I mean, we ripped the piss and we joke back and forth here about Disney and Marvel the whole time. But all you wanted to do, man, is if you're a fan of this stuff, you want it all to succeed.
We're in like the golden age of
We are, man. We
superhero fucking
really are.
portrayals, like.
And with like Superman back and fucking everything else, like I'm happy as a pig in shit, dude.
I
That's
didn't
not
know
even a spoiler. That was out before the movie came out.
that. As Mikey Casey said, The Rock spoiled his own movie.
Yeah, I mean, look, he did, but look, I mean, at the end of the day,
I think you'd have
fuck it.
got like way more. He obviously did it as a marketing tactic to get more people in.
Oh, it was definitely
in
American
theater.
attack. People wanted to go see it, to see the Superman. Did he show up or not?
G-Force.
But now they have him back. But what happens when you get one good thing, then one other thing gets taken away?
We'll get to that in a bit, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, but how do you feel? How do you feel now that Henry Cavill is actually officially back as Superman?
Well, he signed on for the cameo. And
no, he said he confirmed that he's on for. He's on for the Long Bond.
I saw the the video he
It's
did
been
and stuff,
updated since that.
but apparently he's not signed on yet, but they are in negotiations.
Well, I don't know if it's like if there's confirmed plans or whatever. But there's definitely plans in the work. Like
Oh yeah,
he's walking. This is why you see it on now with him walking away from like
yeah.
certain shows and other movie projects and stuff. I mean, so he must be attached for the long haul in this. Like, but then again, I said this to my mate the other day, Brian, is for him as well. Like this second chance to kind of do it in a lot more ways the way he kind of probably wanted to do the character to begin with, like a lot more like of like the joyful fucking brighter fucking Superman, you know. And we might get it this time, which is
hopefully.
Look, you're talking to the dude that held on fucking hope for years on fucking him when everyone was telling me like, you know, give it up, it's done. I'm fucking happy.
It's Snyder that needed to go, like.
You see, this is what I even said. Is one of the lads was saying, "It's like, oh, but, you know, but like they're bringing back all Snyder's guys." I was like, they're not. Snyder had movies, but you can still continue that entire thing, and just bring it a different direction. Like you have Flashpoint. I'm like, I heard a joke. It's going to be called Batman Flashpoint because by the time Ezra Miller gets on screen,
apparently they're reshooting bits of that to leave Ezra Miller behind as well. So
yeah, I mean, look, I personally think at this point that's what they should do. They need to release that movie, and in that movie recast the Flash at the end of that movie.
Yeah,
and then move on and just move forward. Because I mean, even the Flash seems to be getting great. Flash and Aquaman seem to be getting great, like feedback from the screenings and stuff. And I mean, look, it's all positive. I mean, like DC's been hitting that like it's been up and down, and it's been throwing shit at a wall, hoping something sticks for fucking nearly 10 years now. So I mean, I'm delighted to see that. Like finally, it looks like they're going in the right direction, and I think James Gunn. And what's his partner's name? It's his producer.
Oh,
is it fucking Peter fucking Stars something? I can't remember his name.
Anyway,
but the two of them are going to be running the ship. Like, and
yeah, he's the guy that fucking did Shazam, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's my point. Like I mean, James Gunn, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, and even though Suicide Squad wasn't fucking. I mean, it technically flopped at the box office.
I loved it.
And it was fucking fantastic, you know. It just goes to show, and I said this the other day. It does seem like critics are very biased to DC when it comes to the movies coming out.
But see, the DC movies, they're not critically good, but they're entertaining. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, that could be it as well. But I mean,
it's like what I said. It's like what I said about Black Adam at the very start. It was brainless as fuck, but I loved it.
But I mean, I see, and this isn't to cross over into the Marvel DC thing as well. But I remember, like, one of my mates was like, he was slagging me, like, I was going to go, like, he was going, look at Black Adam, 30 fucking something % in Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, fucking Rotten Tomatoes, man. Is that where you hype your movie? Fucking, like, go to Rotten Tomatoes, and if it is a good score, you will watch that movie. That's not a way to fucking view your entertainment, you know. But at the same thing, I joke back is because Thor: Love and Thunder had like fucking 75% on the critic score.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
And I was kind of going like, this is what I mean. Is it's like you can't base it on what a critic says. You know yourself from years of doing movies and fucking and watching. It's dude, you watch the entertainment you want to watch. You know? Yep. And nobody can tell you what you're going to enjoy. You know what I mean?
So before we get on to this other hot topic that they're talking about in the comments, G4 says, "I'll see it when it comes to Disney Plus." Oh. Wait, oh well. Jonathan says, defo agree Michael Rock and DC were shitting themselves, hence the leaked spoiler. Rock is starting to look old. Yes, I noticed that as well. He looked quite old in parts of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Mikey Casey said, Black Adam was like Wonder Woman for bald people.
Mikey's a fucking Marvel fanboy. Get out of it.
The villain would have worked better if they hadn't CGI'd him up. Yeah, I agree. He looked like a PlayStation 3 boss battle there at one point.
When he was fighting
when he went to sit in the chair and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, there were certain elements. I mean, but for the most part, I'll be honest, man. Fucking, I mean, people can disagree with me on it if they want, but for the most part, I thought the CGI and the effects in that movie were fucking really good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, there was some fantastic fucking shots in there, like.
G4 said, so Tubbs, so can I ask? I heard sucking ass.
Sucking ass.
So Casey says he left Witcher. Now, before I read out these, I've heard 3 rumors about why he left.
Yeah.
He left Witcher because he's in for shooting when he's shooting a DC project. I don't think as I said, he's not 100% signed on yet.
Well, I mean, from
Uh,
what I can gather is that they've already greenlit Man of Steel 2. They're looking for writers and directors and everything on it.
but what I mean is there's no shoot dates or anything yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Until it's officially confirmed.
so Jonathan said that's not true. Michael Cavill's not been happy with the direction of The Witcher since season 1. So what I heard was the first one I
Yeah,
talked to you about the other night was that his production team don't want him doing TV shows anymore. That
that's what I heard. Yeah.
they want him doing big tentpole movies from now on, such as Mission Impossible, like he did before, and what have you.
Yeah.
And what Jonathan said is right as well. That during season 2, he was rightly pissed off with the direction of the show because he's a massive book nerd of The Witcher. He's a huge fan, like.
Yeah,
And
he's a massive fan of the
he
show as well.
he
Like,
hated the direction the character was going, and that continued into season 3. So I think it's an amalgamation of stuff that made him leave.
I
Not
think
just
it was like
anyone.
not a happy accident, but I think the timing for him to go was to go back to the Superman stuff and the bigger movies was probably just the timing. And timing was right.
And he's doing a new Guy Ritchie movie as well, apparently.
Yeah,
Ted says,
I do
Lobot,
like
here's
me
the
a Guy
race for a
Ritchie
win.
movie.
Yeah, I watched something similar to one there the other day. He's a massive fan of the books and games and outright rows
Mm.
with the writers over stupid shit they want to do. Yeah, that's
To
Connor
be
says
fair, I'd
Cavill.
say that is more on the nose of what it was. He was unhappy, and then when the DC stuff came up, he just was like, "Yeah, it's time to go."
Connor said Cavill is just a toxic fan. He spends too much time on Twitter. Uh, James Gunn could be the making of the DCU. He seems to understand the character's need, only slight tweaking for the screen. Yeah,
But
I
see,
agree.
this is the thing because I mean, and I've said this for ages: is maybe James Gunn will be the person that fucking like kind of like brings it to where it needs to be because
But I will
it,
say though, with Gunn,
but they never had any structure like that before, dude. They had like fucking everyone was kind of just doing their own fucking thing and throwing shit at a wall, like.
I will say though about Gunn, and I know he probably won't do this, but he's his trauma kind of style won't fit every character. So I just
No. But I mean,
wonder
like,
how will
but
he be
he
delegating to
won't be
other.
designing every film, obviously. Do you know what I mean? But he'll be kind of foreseeing the design
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. But that's what I mean. I wonder how will he be with that side of it? Because we
I
know.
wonder because they're very kind of good mates and stuff. I wonder will he be in Feige's ear now? Kind of go like, you've any
Well, yeah, like
any
Feige said,
pointers like fucking help me out with this thing, like, do you know what I mean? Because it's a big
Kevin
fucking
Feige's
ask, like.
quote. Kevin Feige's quote the other day was,
Because let's be fucking fair. Sorry, go on.
"Go on."
No, but it was Steven said. Do you know what we were saying about like the whole DC Marvel fucking war thing that fucking is there like plain as day as you were even about to say there. It's like there's
Yes, it
Feige and
was.
fucking like James Gunn like literally like on like oh man can't wait to fucking see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Feige said the other day, like when he was asked about it, he said, he's got a lot of work to do between now and May for Marvel, but after that, I'll be first in line to see his next
Yeah, do you know
film."
what I mean? It's because at the end of the day, man, they're fucking mates. Do you know what I mean? Like Feige's not gonna go like fucking go. Well, fuck that guy for going to DC. Do you know what I mean? He probably
No,
wants to
he's
see
too
him succeed.
diplomatic for that.
Do it?
He's too diplomatic for that anyway, because
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
it could all, the House of Cards could fall and Gunn could come back in a few years' time. You don't know what happened. So
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, look, it could very well fucking fall. I hope it doesn't do because at fucking the end of the day, as I said, I mean, even though people don't have a competition or whatever, I just want Marvel to be fucking good and I want DC to be good. I want to fucking be able to enjoy both sides of it. You know what I mean? And I think
Lobot
that's what
says,
everyone wants anyway, man. I think you want to go in and watch a Superman movie or a Batman movie or whatever movies are coming and actually enjoy them.
that's all we want to do, though.
Do you know what I mean? It's just, this is what you want. This is what we need.
Lobot says, Tez, what race? So there's also like a competition running the same time as us, unfortunately, this week. And some of the guys are competing for prizes over there. So, yeah, Lobot, I think you're winning one of the races over on VTR Dave's channel. Jonathan said, Gunn's Suicide Squad was great, apart from the Harley mini adventure, which just felt out of place. I think she's got Jennifer Lawrence syndrome, that one. because she's not
Um.
big for the
Well, I mean,
role.
like, I think you're definitely going to get you're definitely going to get a fucking a proper Harley Quinn movie now. I'd say
Do
because
we
Gunn
need
has
one though?
actually he said it, man. He said he's
She's
literally
just a
like
side character to
waiting to
me. Like,
fucking make it.
John to say low about your race in the HMS Belfast. Hi Tez. Connor says DC movies need screaming goats.
Oh Jesus Christ! I did see. I think that was a lesson even for Marvel.
Ah!
There's like there is a well that you shouldn't pick from, regardless if it's DC,
Yeah,
fucking Marvel, wherever it
no,
is. Screaming goats are a fucking are like, all right,
no,
that was a fucking mistake, you
yeah.
know.
Freaking get Cy to do the DC movies. DC forever. We'll get Cy through the artwork for him.
Yeah, really.
Need as if we're going to take over the DCU like we're
Oh
messing.
yeah, okay. I thought you said he did artwork for him. I was like, what?
We're yes, Tubbs, we're taking over DCU and we'll burn it to the ground. Need someone who knows the material. Simon says I'll direct, get Smitler producing greatest Batman movie ever. Connor says I'll do body painting for the female background characters.
But it will be interesting because even like with the Penguin show, um, they cast what's your one's name? Fucking
You're one.
Christina Miliano.
You're one.
Your
You're
one.
one.
She was in Wolf of Wall Street and How I Met Your Mother and all those. But
You're one.
she's playing Falcone's daughter
Yeah, I've seen that today. I'm not sure of her
in the
name
thing.
either
So
though.
I mean, that's some good casting there. Like, you know, what I mean, that show seems to be getting pushed. But did you hear Matt Reeves is doing like he's not directing them obviously, but there's he's extending out his Batman universe,
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
doing
doing
it
kind
for
of like, yeah, they're doing movies kind of like I heard rumored now. I heard it was Scarecrow, Clayface,
I don't like that
and
villain stuff. Only villain stuff.
no, but but the thing I like about it is they're not anti-hero movies. They're
Mm.
movies about the birth of the villains type of a thing. But it's all supposed to kind of integrate into the Batman. And look, it could be a clusterfuck, you know. But who fucking knows?
Trenton said Feige got totally sandbagged over Gunn getting that DC gig. I think there's always been a bit of there's been a bit of a needle there though since he not between Gunn and Feige, but between Gunn and Disney because of the
Oh
firing
yeah,
that
yeah. Ever since that fucking time that they fucking canned him and kind of took him back.
Simon says, then after my Batman movie, me and Jonathan are making a proper Judge Dredd. Get Carl Urban back. That's all
Here's a question for here's a question for the chat. If they were to make like, you know, like the Batman, the Matt Reeves universe, what villain would you like to see in him? Like, what villain's origin story would you like to see
I
unfold?
think we did this already, didn't we? Did we a few weeks ago?
Did we?
I know when we were talking about the Batman movie, we definitely did this. I think I think we agreed on Mr. Freeze.
Well, for me, it's definitely Freeze. Like, it's definitely. I don't understand how nobody has done that yet.
It's because Arnold burned us so bad.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't that more reason to really kind of fucking do it, to kind of get the stink off that? Like,
Well, I suppose like they did the Riddler and Jim Carrey kind of did things to that
my
too.
only worry. I mean, I love Scarecrow. You know,
But the one
and
they
I
did
would
of
love
him
to
was
see
perfect.
I'd love to see what Matt Reeves can do with a Scarecrow character, because I
See
reckon
me, I
he'd
just
hit a
want
kind of a
new
horror-esque
villains.
thing. Clayface, I reckon, is going to be a hard one, because what worries me about Clayface is it going to be one of those dudes that can just like change his face to look like someone else when it
If you
should
want
be this big, huge fucking
if you
creature.
want
Like,
another realish kind of one, Hugo Strange could be another good one.
yeah. Hugo
Have
Strange is
him be
another one. Do you know what I mean?
have him be the prison psychiatrist or something like.
Yeah, just fucking have him fucking, and then that's how you build into Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum.
Feige is like Disney is going to buy Warner Brothers in 6 years anyway. Soon I'll own all the heroes. No, I don't want that. No thanks.
No, fucking hell, Mikey,
As much as
not a
I love
chance of it, buddy.
Disney, Marvel, I don't want them to have the monopoly on superheroes.
And let's be honest, right? Who does that help in the long run?
Nobody, just Disney.
You know, we saw it in a
Okay,
wrestling,
that's
or
why
we saw it when WWE became a monopoly in the wrestling industry. and it became stale and fucking shit for years.
Or
And
bring
that's
back
what
to
would
the main.
happen with these things. They would just, they're not competing against anyone. They're not trying to fucking, is it?
Does anyone want a Harley Quinn movie
I
though?
fucking do.
I don't.
I
The
really
last
do.
one.
I thought. I mean, I might be the only one here, but I think,
I
what
mean,
Gunn did
we're
with
gonna
Harley
get
Quinn
like
was fucking needed. Like,
really though, 'cause she's a side character who was invented in a comic in a cartoon.
I mean,
She's
look.
she's overexposed because she's going to be in that new Joker film as well. Like
Well, see that. Yeah, but see, this is. I mean, this is
the
where
cartoon
they
as
need,
well.
because when you look at it, there's technically three different fucking universes going on at DC at the moment. This is where they need to figure it out.
They need to
Like,
go.
they need to really kind of have it all condensed into either one, or really just acknowledge how separate these things are. I'm looking forward to
Uh,
Lady Gaga's performance as Harley Quinn. I
yeah.
reckon it'll be batshit. Like,
Oh yeah, VTR. I'll check it out later. Jonathan said, "Screaming goats are the movie equivalent of coddle."
ooh, I
Back
fucking
in the
love me
tribe
some
for
Goblin. Don't like me some Screaming Goats. Screaming
Connor
Goats are
says,
fucking funny though.
the screaming goats were brilliant. I mean, like looking for advice and taste from a Liverpool fan. Whoa.
So is Connor
Sorry,
basically
Connor.
saying his favorite MCU movie is Thor: Love and Thunder?
Christ. Lobot says more 2080 films for Shizzle. Yeah, I would like a Dread movie, definitely.
I
Megan
mean, the
Fernandez
last
says,
Dread movie was fucking class.
it was fucking awesome, man.
There's a good call. Poison Ivy.
Poison
Proper
Ivy.
origin story for Poison Ivy.
Connor said a nude Poison Ivy.
There's even a
That's
better
just the
one.
three.
Fuck.
So I said so I can watch Batman and knock one out. Well,
See, this is a man thinking with his
to be
fucking head
fair,
in
she's
his head.
anything like the Catwoman they casted, like so.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, but I mean, look,
action,
it's interesting days ahead, because I
action and adventure. Sorry.
do think that there's going to be more good to come out of this than bad.
Mikey said there was a rumor after Joker came out that there was going to be a DC Black universe where it would be all solo villain movies. I heard that as well.
Yeah, I mean, but
Never got off
I
the
think
ground, thankfully.
since like I think you saw it already with Zaslav. Since Zaslav has come in, I think the motif and the design at the moment seems to be very much a, this needs to be a big movie and worth our time to put out. We're not fucking dealing with any other bullshit and crap shit that you were putting out in the past. And that's why Batgirl got canned, because they didn't think it was good enough to go out. Which kind of sucked, because I wanted to see it, but I understand it was probably a bad movie. So, and there's been already kind of, like, as I said, fucking ups and downs with DC for the last decade. So maybe Zaslav is looking at it with this new DC run, just separate run studio, that he wants it to be successful. And when someone wants it to be successful, that's a big
They'll
difference.
go the whole other mile, like yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Um,
They'll push it way further if they want it to succeed.
Jonathan said Reeves Batman's kind of hard to do take on villains as it's so real world based. Maybe the
And
serial
it's the
killer.
same with Nolan, though.
Maybe the serial killer with all the tattoos. That was Victor Zaz, isn't it?
Yeah, with the fucking, yeah, Zaz. Yeah, see, like,
Zaz
I
lad.
think, like, but I think in Reeves's one, Matt Reeves's Batman series as well, as you could do, you could do Freeze, but you could do it
Um,
in in a realish way, and it would still kind of serve the story. Because at the end of the day, he's a fucking dude that has to wear a fucking thing, because he'll die.
uh, Chris says I think the Batman, they should do Ra's al Ghul properly. Have him pulling the strings and fucking with Bruce. Bring the Court of Owls in.
See, there you go. I mean, and then, I mean, I know you'd have to, like, probably eliminate the supernatural elements from the character, but or maybe that's how you do it. Maybe that's, you bring the pits in and you start bleeding that stuff into it slowly, and that's why Arkham Asylum gets created, to fucking house all these fucking villains that are kind of, a bit over the top.
Jonathan says Tubbs hardly got her own movie. It fucking sucked balls. Yes, it did.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, but I think that was fucking just letting the actors and the actresses kind of play with the toys with too much leeway. Like, I mean, I think if you get a proper fucking script, like, because
It
look at
was
it, I mean, the only
fucking
reason I'm
awesome.
saying it, man, is because there are a lot of Harley stories out there, like Mad Love and all that kind of stuff, that you could fucking do.
I
and
think
do it
though,
well.
if I'm honest, I think they need to like pick Joker and Harley up, put it in a box, lock that box, and fuck it away for about 20 years. There's so many other characters they could do.
I
And
mean,
stop
I know I
wasting money.
agree with you to a point as well. As I do think now they need to concentrate on characters that haven't been seen or haven't been given the right
Even
love.
like even Batman do the real stuff, but then get away from it. Go up into space. You've got Green Lantern and all that kind of stuff, which is
I mean,
awesome as well. Like,
yeah, I mean, look, I think if they're going to do the real stuff, I think they need to keep it completely separate. Again,
mm.
but it needs to be acknowledged that this is just a
You
completely separate thing.
see, the problem with that then is people are invariably going to want, oh well, Cavill is back. We need a Batman for Cavill. And then you're slipping into two. Yeah, it just
Yeah, I
makes it
don't think
so.
that's going to happen though, because I think at the start, I think and he's as Jonathan was saying, even with the style of it, it's too world grounded
Mm.
to exist in the DC kind of design, with Black Adam and all that kind of stuff.
That's why,
Um,
like, I think with
unless they
the
get Affleck back, man, to fucking actually do his solo movie, like,
oh no, I'm
you know.
over him now as Batman as well.
No, I mean,
I
look,
think
I would love to see him get a proper run, because he's out of all the characters. When you think back, like even Ezra Miller, Cyborg maybe because Cyborg was supposed to be in the Flash as well, but with all the fucking drama. But Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Flash are all getting, they've all either had or getting solo movies, and
mm,
Ben Affleck's Batman never got that, which
yeah,
was really shitty, to be fair. Like, but because I think he would have knocked it out of the park. But look, it is what it is. We're in a new design, a new direction, and we none of us really know where it's going. We just kind of we're hearing rumblings.
Mikey says the MCU is already starting to fizzle out. I think it's oversaturation. I still watch the stuff, but I believe like it's too much at once. Every 2 weeks there's a new Disney Plus show. I will hard disagree on that because I think as I agree there is a lot of stuff, but also it's not all for you, is what I would say.
No,
Like,
and I don't agree that it's fizzling out either. I will say that Phase Four for me hasn't been the same level that I became accustomed to with Marvel.
mm,
But I do believe what you were saying, and on to your point, that a lot of people have to understand as well, is Phase Four was literally like going back to the beginning on all over again.
yeah,
So you're
you're
rebuilding
putting
from this phase. I believe Phase Five and
Endgame
Six
pulled
will
out the
be much better.
foundations. Endgame pulled out the foundations with Iron Man, Cap, and Black
Yeah,
Widow all gone. So
yeah,
they've had to lay new foundations, bring out new
that's what I
characters,
mean. So they had to kind of technically start from scratch, and they're telling a different story as well. Now
and not
they
everything
probably
has to be
have,
connected either. Like they are in the same universe, but you don't
yeah,
need references everywhere either. Like I will say, like stuff like Miss Marvel, stuff like She Hulk, they are crap. Some of them, like, but again,
yeah.
different,
I mean, they
different,
have
different
had missteps,
audiences.
like, but
They give
I
different
won't.
audiences
But I
as
mean, I
well.
won't say that it's all been bad, because it hasn't.
No, it's not. I
I mean,
love
some of it's been truly fantastic shit to watch,
I love Spider
you know.
Man. I love
But I
Shanghai or
think, but do
Shang
you
Chi
think that's what it is? Do you think that people become so accustomed to,
characters.
like, the characters in the MCU hitting like $1 billion movies and knocking nearly every fucking movie they made out of the park? So do you think people become so accustomed to that design that when it wasn't kind of that design, like because it's different characters and it's kind of fleshing out a new story, that people
I
started,
will
like
say
Mikey was
though,
saying there, oh, it's fizzling out, it's starting to be oversaturated. Like, I don't believe that. I believe, like you said, we are in a golden age of this
mm,
shit.
when did you think you'd ever see Werewolf by
When we
Night
were
get a
growing up,
show?
Brian. But like, how many superhero movies, like, do you remember when we were growing up? Like, we got one every few years, man.
And they were all shit.
Yeah, but you just embraced it because there wasn't much of it around, you know.
We got
Now you're
Nicholas
getting.
Cage Ghost Rider for fuck's
I mean,
sake.
look, and maybe it is oversaturated. Maybe the market is flooded with it. But at the same time, this is why we're here. We're all fucking nerds that love this shit.
What I would
It's
say to
either
that
good,
though
bad, or
is
indifferent.
what I would say to that, like if you're talking about oversaturation, right? Marvel comics, how many of them come out a month? About 40 or so. Are you
Yeah.
going to buy every one of them? No.
No, of course not. You're
You're
gonna
just going
tune
to
into the
watch the
ones you
ones
kind
you
of want
like,
to watch,
read the
or
ones you like.
want to read.
But I think it's going that way because like you're eventually going to. I think the Sony universe will fold into the MCU as well eventually after Secret Wars.
Yeah, I
think that's
think
where they're going
eventually
with
that'll happen. I think they'll kind of they'll all meld in into one.
Rolando's here. Hey, Rolando.
Sorry, buddy.
Tez is hello as well. Well, where are we? So Rolando and Tez again. JR Rolando again. I love the meme. Batgirl cancelled because it's not good enough. My brother in Christ, you released Suicide Squad. Yeah, and they released Harley Quinn's last movie, which was
Yeah,
terrible.
but the point I was making there was that was that was a completely different regime, man. And this is what I'm saying about Zaslav since he came in. He seems to like be just trying to design it with like heavy hitters. This is what he's. I mean, like you're creating a new division called the DC fucking universe. You brought in James Gunn. Do you know what I mean? You're fucking. I mean, this guy seems to want to play ball at a higher level than the last regime did. So back then, yeah, Suicide Squad, Batgirl. There's been a lot of hits and misses, man. There's been bigger movies and there's been bad movies, like Josh Whedon's Justice League, all that kind of shit. There's been a lot of shite, but hopefully, as I said, we don't know. Like we're sitting here talking about it, it could all fucking go up in flames in another 10 years.
Yeah, you just don't know.
But hopefully, in 10 years' time, man, it'll be fucking really solid. And people will kind of go, "Oh, they finally got their shit together, and it's actually good this time."
Here in 10 years' time.
Because look, at the end of the day, and I mean, I know I harp on about it a lot, but at the end of the day, I mean, if you're a comic book fan, you're a fucking superhero fan. If you're egging this on to like fucking fail, then like that it defeats the purpose of why you're a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if anything, you should be fucking.
Bubs, you know well anyway that 10 years from now, the X-Men will be in the MCU and fully integrated, and DC won't have a chance anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but look, I mean, that's then. But that does stand on people's preferences and stuff as well. And I do agree that like what we were saying about Phase 4, by the time it hits Phase 5 and 6, I reckon
when
people won't be saying
be
there'll be no talk about it being like saturated or fucking like anything like that, because people will be like, oh my god, this is amazing, and they'll forget about all the bullshit. Like this is what I mean. It'll probably be the same thing with DC if it starts pushing out. And I mean, to be fair,
10 days time, Black Panther as well. I believe that'll be a fantastic movie.
But as I said about DC as well, is if you look back before, even the last few kind of things like Suicide Squad that came out, James Gunn's one, that was really good.
Yeah.
Peacemaker was fantastic, and Matt Reeves' Batman was brilliant. You know, they've been releasing good, and the Joker. I know the Joker came out before, but that was fucking wicked as well. They've been releasing a lot of good.
Movie that you can't do anything with.
Which?
The Joker is another movie you can't really do anything with, though.
No. That's like a one and done. But they're doing something with it, so.
Your views have gone up. VTR's day stream is finished. You didn't win anything, Brian. Oh well. Rolando just saying hello to everyone. Jonathan says people only give a shit about Keaton's Batman and Batgirl, though. Just do a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton's Batman as Old Man Bruce.
I agree with John 100%. That is what they should be designing Keaton for. Is to train the next Batman.
Ted says, give us a Lobo movie. I'd like that myself.
See, there you go. This is what I mean. And I know there was like talks about it fucking years ago, but Lobo would be fucking awesome.
But the thing is, they can't get stuff on Earth right yet, like, so they're going to have to.
They got to build it out first, you see.
Batman Who Laughs movie. At the moment, everyone's laughing.
Too early, I think, for it, but I would love to see that.
I think that would be a cool animated film, actually. For now.
See, this is the thing about this, is because I mean,
Rolando,
I mean, you know me, dude. I've always loved. I think DC's animation, DC's animated universe was where they fucking won.
They're not as good though. They're not as good anymore.
No, they changed it. They kind of stopped that universe build they were doing, and then now it's all kind of just random movies.
DC Deadpool. Chris says Batman 2 opens Batman to the breakdance version of Adam West dancing. And Detective Chimp turns up and flings shit at that crap Joker. Manga from Manga says, I'd make Prey with Hugo Strange. Great Batman story.
There you
go. The new Ant-Man movie looks like Spy Kids meets Shark Girl Lava Boy. Yeah, I did see the meme, all right, where they have similar looking outfits.
Yeah, there was a couple of fucking meme shots, all right, like.
Mikey says, I get that it's all not for me, but I think it's far too much at once. Like it's hard to keep track of what's going on, especially start of phase 4. Everyone is giving different rules to multiverse stuff. Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
look, I to a point there as well, Mikey. I would agree with that. Like, I mean, because it is all this brand new kind of stuff and bringing all the multiverse in, and if you're not an avid diehard comic fan, and I mean, I've even often had to say, ask Brian, like, what's this about? Who's this character?
I would
Because
say
I
to
don't know. But that's all building because they have gone back to scratch. Do you know what I mean? And it is
I
going
would
to
say
take
though,
another phase.
Tubbs, you know, the start of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah,
you could have gotten away without seeing WandaVision and still enjoyed that movie.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
very much
I
so.
don't
Yeah.
think the TV shows like their TV shows are good, like kind of building in the
But do you
background.
think that's the
I don't
biggest
think no
problem of
matter
the TV shows is that they're not actually like they kind of are, but they're not, and they don't really have any weight to the movies connection wise.
I think they give a background if you want it.
Yeah, that's what it is. They give they slightly kind of a background thing that goes
The
on.
big thing the big thing for me is if there'll be anything from Loki that builds into the movies because Loki was the first one to show off one of the Kangs, He Who Remains or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
So like if that's referenced, that'll be the only kind of one that was referenced.
yeah. I mean, and to a point, I think One Division as well really did kind of connect and build because now we
Well, I
got
guess
Monica Rambeau and all that kind of stuff to go off into the Marvels movie and stuff. But yeah, but the way I agree, the shows aren't
they're not
kind of
vital yet.
yeah, it's kind of like you know when the movies are directly connected. Like you get your
'Cause,
end sequence, and you know what's coming in the next thing, and you know this is it, and you got that design. I think people got so used to that from the first three phases, and then they introduced the shows like you know that design with the shows, and it didn't really feel as connected and kind of all over the place in people's minds. So that's
like
probably why people kind of got a bit like, oh, what's fucking going on? There's too much happening.
I think for like if Avengers the next Avengers movie, right? A
Yeah.
dude with a glowy eyes and a mask pops up, people are going to say, Moon Knight, who's that? And Disney can refer you to, oh, go back and watch this TV show and you find out exactly who this guy is.
But I mean,
That kind of
I
stuff.
raised the question with you the other day is about the specials. Like, do you think they should do these as specials instead of shows? But you were even saying
Yeah,
that some characters probably warrant a show more than a special.
I think there's some characters who you just need to give an hour to, like the
I
Wolfman
mean,
or
it's like Werewolf by Night. Like
yeah, Werewolf
when
by
I
Night.
watched that, I was kind of going, like all that did was entertain me and make me want to see more of those characters. You
Yeah.
know, so like it was a nice sweet spot. It was an hour long. I was like, oh yeah, but now I want to see more of where these characters go because they're cool.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice intro to the characters.
Yeah, it was a nice
It was,
little kind of. I mean, look, let's be honest. It helped that it was like fucking filmed like the 1940 fucking two fucking Wolfman that I
it was
fucking love.
fantastic. One of my
So I
favorite
was
fucking things
already
so
fucking
far.
clued in, like you know.
Um, whatchamacallit, like I heard, I told you the rumor the other day, I heard that when Fantastic Four is coming out, they're releasing a special a couple of months before it with the Silver Surfer in it.
Yeah, see, there you go. There's an hour because you know he's going to eventually kind of show up anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it'd
Yeah,
be nice to kind of just have it kind of there. Like this is Silver Surfer. You're going to see him down the road.
Where are we? Superman 4, The Quest for Peace was just the best.
It was just a little fucking thing. Roland's fucking that was actually, believe it or not, the first movie I ever saw in cinema.
Did Tubbs just blame the Americans for shitty movies?
The Americans for shitty movies for fucking nah, buddy. It's just fucking they got their own problems right now.
It says Nuclear Man looked like my Aunt Debbie.
Oh, fucking Aunt Debbie, man, fucking with her vicious nails.
Jonathan says Marvel and DC Comics sell fuck all now, though, Brian. The top selling books barely even break 100k issues a month. No, I was just saying, like, I was comparing the shows to the comics the way there's so many of them. I didn't really know anything about what sold
But I
where.
mean,
Like,
yeah, I mean, look, I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. Comic books have fucking dropped down in sales as
it's a
well.
dying medium, like,
To which,
comic books, I mean.
but I mean, but it's all kind of part and parcel of this digital fucking era we're living in as well. Like,
Yeah.
do Do you know, I mean, look, me personally, man, I need to have the book in my fucking hand. I hate going online and reading it and like, flicking through pages on a fucking digital pad.
Chris says, "Can we get a Supergirl shot-by-shot remake complete with a CGI Peter O'Toole offering her a squirt with today's connotations?"
Yeah, I mean, look, and that's another thing is like, I mean, I know Supergirl is in,
Did she have electric nails?
I know Supergirl's in the Flash movie,
80s
but
hairdo and gold number on.
OG blonde, fucking, fucking, Kara, fucking, I want them to do a fucking new movie of that eventually as well. Like, there's so many fucking movies I want to see. There's so many characters I want them to bring in, and do it right. Like, just to do it right. Like me, my main one at the moment is Man of Steel 2 or Superman or whatever fucking it's gonna be called.
We know you want to see Superman tubs.
I want to see so much fucking Superman, like my fucking onto my eyeballs pop out of my fucking brain.
Chris says,
But I'm happy that they're going to be going more in the direction of a hopeful kind of joyful Superman instead of because even
and
though I
we're
love
hopeful.
Man of Steel and Man of Steel is one of my favorite fucking movies, I get why people don't like it as well. I really do. I really do understand why they don't. It doesn't weigh with them because it is a very dark kind of tale on it. But yeah,
Chris
I
says,
mean,
Batman 2 idea. Batman Year 2 with the Reaper, team up with Joe Chill and everything.
fuck yeah, I'm loving these ideas because Batman Year One is like one of my favorite fucking graphic novels. Like I love that fucking novel. So I mean, and it was interesting to see fucking kind of Matt Reeves kind of go that direction with the whole Year 2 kind of design,
Chris must be tired. He hasn't busted his balls yet. Connor says, after watching the TV show, I'm none the wiser who Moon Knight is. Neither is Moon Knight, and that's the joke.
Yeah, that's the joke there, isn't it? Like it's fucking.
Agree.
But look, it's as I said, it is all building and building. Like you will probably fucking understand all of the stuff that's going on with the Marvel side of things by the time Phase 5 is kind of in swinging in gear. You would hope anyway.
Jonathan says, a good deal of Disney Plus shows are just special linked, broken up over 5-6 weeks. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's why they're so like they can feel so disjointed and padded out as well. Some of the shows. He said, even as a Moon Knight fan, the show had me confused as they changed comic book characters so much for the MCU. Yeah, I don't like that they kind of did a mythical version of Moon Knight.
You see what's happening at the moment now is right especially with the MCU. Well, I think anyway, it's only my own opinion, is you had the Avengers and you had like Thanos and you had the fucking Infinity Gauntlet story and the Guardians and all these, and even the Guardians weren't super popular fucking characters, man. I mean, they're like, but now you have a thing is when they start introducing like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, that's when people's fucking brains will start to explode all over again. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we know these characters. Everyone else is kind of these new characters were either we don't know much about, or we unless you're a diehard fan, and or I don't know anything about these characters. So it's kind of hard for them to like the Eternals for me, as I said to you, was never read an Eternals comic. Didn't really. I knew of them, but I've never read anything about them. And I hated that fucking movie. Like with every fiber of my fucking being.
They fucked up that movie because the Eternals are not that drab or boring in the comics, like.
Yeah, I just hate it. Like for me, that is my least favorite film, like in the MCU. But
Jonathan says manga ain't dying 10 shelves to 1 in US in Big Bang Brian. So manga is flying off the shelves now compared to comic books.
But do you want to know why? There's a resurgence of fucking manga and anime, man, in this generation.
Video game anime is all over.
Yeah, but it's video games. It's fucking like look at Pokemon. Like look, Pokemon's a very fucking. Pokemon was around when we were fucking kids, and now
they're trying to make another live action Death Note as well.
Yeah. It's just this generation seems to love anime and manga.
Terrence Rare Night off from the docks. Even myself, I watched all of Attack on Titan a few months ago. It's fucking incredible. Manga even. Connor says still enjoyed the show though. I did too. Could have been better. About Moon Knight. G-Force Attaboy Chris.
Yeah, but look. It could have been better, but like I know for you especially because you love Moon Knight, you got to see Moon Knight live action.
Yeah, but not the version I would have liked.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's not the version, but you said it still happened. Do you know what I mean?
I would have liked to see Moon Knight battering thugs down the fucking dark alleys and what have
Yeah,
you.
just fucking being like that street level fucking kind of
Yeah,
like fucking just
and
murderer.
they turned Mr. Knight into a proper gimp as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, but I mean, I don't know. Like it's
It
kind
has
of
to be
weird, right? I've said this. I had this conversation before. Like everyone shits on DC for being too dark, and everyone shits on Marvel for being too happy. Do you know,
light.
like, and trying to make every.
There is
And
a medium there. You just got
yeah,
to find the balance.
do you agree that you have to find a medium
Oh
between
yeah,
these two because
100%.
not all DC characters are fucking bright. Not all of them are fucking.
Well,
There's
yeah,
darker
yeah.
characters than
You have to
bright.
find, you have
Same
to
in
find the
DC or
not
same in
even a
Marvel.
balance. You have to find a level for each character, like because
Yeah,
some
and Marvel is the
characters,
fucking same, dude. Not everyone's like not everyone belongs in the bright fucking movies and
like
like
Netflix was
there's
perfect for Punisher,
like
for
Punisher's
example.
the perfect example. You can't
Yeah.
make Punisher like Captain America.
No,
You just can't. You can't have that style. You know what I mean? You have to
but
make it dark and gritty.
they
Like
did do like they did do was it a 12s or maybe 15s Punisher movie? John Travolta was in it. It wasn't actually bad.
I fucking
Thomas
believe it or
Jane.
not, is that the one with Kevin Nash?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
I fucking love that movie.
and that's not overly violent. Like
No, it's got one or two moments in it, but overall that was fun. Yeah, that was a fucking banger. Like,
I've seen that film loads of times. It's class. I
yeah,
love
loved
it.
it. John Travolta was brilliant in it. As
Howard
Jigsaw, wasn't he?
Bryant. Yeah. Thank you again for asking again. Chris, HMS Belfast mustn't be in port today. Connor says the scenery in Moon Knight was spot on and the special effects were cool. It was visually pleasing. G-Force says, exactly, I just couldn't follow the dialogue. Smith Lord says, how about the classic Superman versus Muhammad Ali? Float like a butterfly, sting when I pee. Don't know why they're asking for me, Tez. I don't kiss on the mouth.
Just on the ass.
Facts. Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight accent had a role in EastEnders. My name is Stephen.
It really fucking was, wasn't it?
Stephen Grant. Oh, so bad. The Turtles never had their own series. They would come out in stories here and there. They did, I think. I read it. Their first comic was them fight. It was Jack Kirby. Smith Lord says Dick Van Dyke called. He wants his accent back. Oh no! Don't be talking like that, Smith Lord. No live action anime movies. They always suck. Yeah, they're trying to make whatchamacallit again. As I said a while ago, Death Note. Death Note.
They need to keep them animated, man, because
The first one was shocking.
I mean,
It did have William Dafoe in it, all right.
like, do you remember the fucking? I know it was manga. It was more manga than anime, but
Yes.
do you remember this? Do you remember the Street Fighter movie?
Oh, that was some movie. Street
Fucking
Fighter 2.
amazing.
That's
Like
the one where
Chun-Li in the
kicks the
shower,
fuck out of
fucking
Vega.
everything. Oh, it was unreal.
Yeah.
But it was just like that opening sequence with like Ryu and Sagat and the fucking the lightning and the fucking
Sagat.
in the field and everything. Man, shit was fucking fantastic. Like
I watched that there not so long ago. It's one of my favorites.
I have it on. I actually have it on DVD there.
Smith Lord said, Tubbs sounds like the Goldilocks of comic movies. Marvel too light, DC too dark. We need some comic porridge.
We just need a fucking happy medium in the middle, boys.
Chris, we have that comic. It's called 2000 AD. Controversial. I never got the love for 2000 AD except for showing the Yanks how comic art is done.
I mean, I enjoyed them to a point, but I was never like. I mean, I was never a collector of Judge Dredd. I like kind of. I read them here and there, and fucking I enjoyed the movies and stuff. But well, even the Stallone movie was where he did the one thing where Judge Dredd never does, and he takes his helmet off for like 90% of the movie.
I am the law.
I am the law. Yeah, fuck it.
Love Slane. Manga Fananga said they showed it well. They nicked all of them. All the artists went to the United States.
Yeah.
Smith said precisely. Christ, my reading is bad. And that, and also paying the talent outside. Well, when you show the money. Yeah, Mr. Redmond, massively. G-Force says, my feelings aren't hurt at all.
Why is G-Force on set?
Joking, Tubbs. Um, so yeah, that's I actually caught up with the chat. So no more DC talk, Tubbs.
No. I think we got a good chunk of banter on it there this week.
Uh, Smith Lord said you weren't a comic artist, G-Force. So we briefly touched on the Marvel stuff. So we had Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special trailers as well. And they leaked the holiday special one got leaked before it actually came out properly. What did you think of it?
I like it, man. I think it's gonna be a fucking chunk of fun. Like, it's another special, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah. Fuck
whole
it, man. It'd be fucking entertaining.
kidnapping Kevin Bacon for for Star Lord for Star Lord's Christmas present.
I mean,
Just
it is
reminded
a
me of
running joke
Borat.
as well. Fucking to like what he remembers from his childhood, kind of a thing. Yeah, so I thought it was a fucking very kind of fucking cool, funny thing. Like, but yeah, I mean, look, I don't think it's going to be anything fucking consequential to the design of the fucking MCU or
Yeah, I think it's just
I
going to be
just
like a
it I just
throwaway.
it's I think it's just a like nice nod to the old Star Wars Christmas episodes and all that kind of design they used to
Mm.
do in Disney um back in the day. So I think yeah, it'll be just and look, it's the Guardians, man. They're always a good fucking crack to watch. Do you know what I mean? So I, I
Yeah, I
I'm
think it'll
I'm
be good.
looking forward to it. What's the date on that release again?
It's sometime in November, anyway, maybe the 24th. I'm going to check it now because it's going to
Yeah,
annoy
so
me
it's the
otherwise.
end. Um, I mean, I mean, personally, I think they should have like kept it for December.
Yeah, but 25th of November, I wasn't far off.
Yeah,
No, there's going to be a lot of Christmas crap coming out anyway in December.
I
So,
fucking can't wait. I know, man.
and
I even said it the other day. I'm Clark Griswold in this Christmas. Like I'm fucking going
wasn't
out
he a
to a
bit of a
field and digging up
fucking?
trees and everything, man.
Didn't they try and cancel him there not too long ago? Did he do
I
something as
don't
well?
give a fuck, man. If he fucking raped a chicken, I want fucking. I mean, sorry, sodomized, whatever words were allowed to use on this channel. Um, but fucking that image and that memory of that movie is what I
So
hold.
we've got Tubbs raping a chicken now in
I,
the.
I didn't. Chevy chased it
Okay.
apparently, and
So
probably and a lot of other shit.
after mildly getting distracted with talking about raping chickens, let's move on to the other trailer, which was Ant-Man Quantumania.
Um,
I'm not sure how I feel about this yet.
I'll be honest, right? I know there's been like the jokes and the memes flying around about fucking Joe Lava Girl and Shark Boy and all that kind of stuff, right?
Hmm.
But for me, go off my page, fucker. Um, YouTube is updating me on fucking shit I'm already actually physically on. They're like, oh, you should check out Brian's action figure reviews, the Contracast. I'm like, I'm physically here, like right on the show. But for me,
Just
with the
don't
Ant Man
subscribe,
Quantum
everyone.
Mania trailer,
If you're listening,
I dug the shit out of it, dude. I'm
like,
really entertained by this trailer. Like I was kind of going, like I'm really fucking looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with like Michelle Pfeiffer's character, or if they're gonna dig into what happened to her when she was in there
yeah, I'd say
and
she
where
knows
that
everything
leads to,
down there.
like, and why she's so fucking scared of, obviously it's Kang, but it's yeah, and then did you notice in the trailer as well that they had like kind of like a um Thanos kind of like fucking Tony Stark moment with Kang and Scott Lang?
Mm.
Where like they open the trailer up and he's like walking down, he's doing all the red carpet stuff, and your man's like, "Thanks, Spider Man." He's like, uh, you know, nobody fucking really knows my name. And then at the end of it, he was like, "Know exactly who you are, Scott Lang, Ant Man." You know, I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool." There was kind of that little thing to like misdirect, but yeah, some of the visuals look trippy as all balls. Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? I'm assuming this will like connect to Loki as well. This movie.
Well, like they're all different variants of Kang, aren't they?
Yeah, so I'm assuming this one is the one that like I mean, like they've had an entire phase, right? And I'm assuming like what is Ant Man? Does Ant Man finish phase 4 or start phase 5?
Starts Phase 5.
Starts phase 5. So what
Black
ends
Panther is the last one.
is Black Panther out before the Christmas special?
Black Panther is out next week, 10 days time. So yeah.
Yes, so technically, Phase 4 ends on the fucking Guardians Christmas special.
Eh, no, it ends on Black
Technically.
Panther. So
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah.
but that's like literally the
Anyway,
last one.
but yeah, I think
But
Kang is going to be class. I really do. He's
but
a
yeah, but that's
fantastic.
what I mean is, but I think Quantum Mania is going to be the one that kicks the fucking door open.
I do think as well. Like this is not spoilers or any speculation I've read. It's just I do think this Kang is going to die in this film,
Yeah,
and you'll see another one step through a portal at the post credit or something like that.
yeah,
That's
because it's one of those things where like unless they get to the main guy, which is
yeah. They probably have
so
to
do you
kill.
reckon? So do you reckon like the Secret Wars is going to be this story's endgame?
No, I think
No.
he Kang Dynasty is out before it, so maybe he that's the end of Kang. Then I don't know because there's so
So
much.
do you
There's
reckon
so
that they're built? Oh, so question for you. So do you
okay,
reckon they're building Kang up for Kang Dynasty, and in the background building Doctor Doom for Secret Wars?
possibly, very possibly.
I know I would fucking love that because I think Doctor
Well,
Doom, like
Doom is
if
the one that causes Secret Wars in the comics, like so.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah. So
the newer Secret Wars
I
anyway.
mean, look, if he doesn't show up in
2015
one
one.
in Wakanda Forever, and he doesn't show up in fucking, I have a feeling. Do you remember the theory I said to you was that like Wanda's not really fucking dead, and I think she's going to end up being kind of like saved by Doom,
Mm.
and I
I
reckon
don't think I can't see her. They're saying though as well, like that he's not going to be the villain for Fantastic Four either.
that's just a waste if he's not like.
Well, not really though,
Well,
because
not really. Do you know what? Do you know what?
they've
We've
had
seen
stiff,
Fantastic Four done twice by Fox. I think he was the villain in both movies, so
more or
maybe
less.
they
Yeah.
do need to just quietly build him in the background.
Like remember when they got the rights to Spider Man? They
Yeah.
did fucking whatchamacallit. Oh, who was the first villain? Fucking Vulture. So
Yes.
I think they'll probably do someone completely different for Fantastic
Right. Okay.
Four.
So they'll go with a different character, different villain to start them off. Like,
Like we don't know where they
yeah,
are. Well,
yeah. Because I suppose you don't want to go and because literally Doom is their biggest villain, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Galactus.
So I mean, you like so if you give him if he's the first villain, then you're shooting your load. And my biggest worry as well was
Lower
right.
it even.
But my biggest worry was like when like, and I know the MCU probably wouldn't do this because they kind of know that Doom is potentially like could potentially be bigger than Kang and probably bigger than Thanos on screen. Not as physicality, but I mean as a character.
No, as an influence.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? As an actual character and fucking presence and stuff. Um, do you know what he did? He determines to the story. But what the fuck was I talking about? I went off on a tangent there in my own brain.
Doctor Doom and Secret Wars Tubbs.
Yes, Doctor Doom, Secret Wars, Kang, Fantastic Four. Um, fuck, totally lost it.
Okay, let's leave that there then.
I,
But
I
yeah,
literally like I literally scrambled my own brain like
he talked himself. Let's go into the comments because
I
we're running out.
talked myself into a shoot. That's what happened.
Work stuff into a shoe, brother.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging. Okay, so we'll start back here because you weren't a comic artist, G Force. I could, but I choose not to. Jonathan says, we're obviously not trying hard enough, then the G Force. Now, where's my prize? I want mine too. Um, I've seen G Force, some G Force art. Fire. Now you hit the nerve, Jono. I can't hang with y'all in the comic forum. Yes, you can. Of course you can. More of a 3D artist.
Dude,
Sci-
fucking dude. I mean, we've established we started the art corner because I'm trying to get better at art.
Corner.
You know? So I'm fucking learning from all you fuckers, man. Do you know what I mean?
Simon says if he rapes a chicken. Wait, is it a curry chicken, Tubbs?
Oh God, man! If it was a curry chicken, they'd be in trouble. Like,
You made G-Force sick. Art is art, matey, but with you not drawing a salary for comic art, my statement about the grades but the medium being good Old Brits stand. Boland, Dylan, Gary Frank, Brian, Hitch, Derek Robinson. G-Force says he pictured Tubbs going American Pie on a curry chicken.
Oh, dude,
Right.
man, all I need is someone to fucking just flick that camera switch on and just fucking just walk out of the room and let me go to town like
Christ.
balls deep in that sauce.
Dylan Irish, you can have Ennis though, he's a prick. No need to explain, Chris. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Bolland was so good. Oh, I know. I just like saying yank and proving that we have the best talent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's trying to start a war here. Boland Ink Master, that's a who's who list, that, Chris. Rolando says mansplain it. I'm not nationalist to care if you all dug us. We deserve it.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is going on? No love for Kevin O'Neill, Chris. Or Bisley. Ran out of space, Jono. Those two will be near the top of my list. Sai says, the Americans are great. They took Shabby for us. Fucking magic. Chris says, Brian, breaking news. Tubbs is full of shit. Check your messages for a pic I've just been sent. Won't be long till the ship to Long buffoon backside. Deport him.
What was that fucking picture?
I'm checking. Camera tits. Fuck, like.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, what have you been sniffing, Tubbs? Actually, don't answer that.
The witch?
Yeah, exactly. Look at our Stephen with Brie.
Oh my fucking God. I never thought I'd say it. She actually looks fucking hot there.
She's just about to carn someone.
She looks like she's taking punches to the cheeks. Her eyes are starting to redden up. And that is damn attractive.
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
So yeah, that's kind of it. Let's go through quickly some of the MCM Con reveals, Star Wars stuff. If I can find the picture, Lens. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so these are some of the Star Wars reveals from the weekend. Let's go over to the Thai Arclet. Okay, pre-orders are a goal. Okay, so
are these like movies, games, books? What?
Yeah, like I know. So that's Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian, vintage collection, 4-inch. Remember the fat dude? It's played by Jon Favreau, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, he plays the Paz Vizsla.
Fabs gets in there everywhere, doesn't he?
He was in the Mandalorian episode in the Book of Boba Fett as well, sure. Where he challenged him to the fight.
Oh, yes. He
was a big heavy dude with the armor.
I think I watched that show, did I?
The Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
I'm sure you watched the Mandalorian episodes anyway.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Book of Boba Fett was the Mandalorian season 2, wasn't it?
Season 3.
2.5.
2.8, yeah. There's this dude, Yak Face. Saltmar. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so let me go into another thing of pictures there because there is fuck all there.
And was there much that they showed, dude?
So yeah, you can see there Darth Malak from Knights of the Old Republic, which I've been asking for months and years, and there's Bastila from Knights of the Old Republic as well.
So they're releasing a lot of the old school figures that you were kind of like are hoping to get on yourself.
Mara Jade from the comics, the extended universe.
Yeah.
She was Luke Skywalker's board.
His wife?
Yeah.
You said word.
I said bird. B-I-R-D.
Oh, sorry. I was like, why the fuck did Brian just
Brain.
say he's Luke Skywalker? She was Luke Skywalker's
Yeah, so here's the
word.
better pictures. Here we go. Okay.
On the side of the box, it looked like a giant fucking pink dildo.
Only you would see that. So there's Bastila.
And in the Star Wars universe, they have to be Star Wars. They have to be lightsaber size, like.
Oh, Christ above. But yeah, she looks deadly and definitely getting her. She was on pre-order.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
There's Malak.
Are you going to buy that?
Yep. For me, anyway, it's one of the best Star Wars games they've made. KOTOR.
Could be. What's the story with that game? Is that still on fucking like on hold at the moment, or?
I don't know what they're doing. I think they'd change developer.
Oh, is that what it is? So it's kind of on hold at the moment. So
they've gotten 50% through it, and it looked terrible apparently. So.
Oh, really?
Doing back to the drawing board. There's Dr. Aphra from the comics. She was a pretty mad character as well. She was like helping out Darth Vader in his comics in this lie.
Right, okay.
Dark Force Rising, yeah, it's pretty cool. And there is Mara Jade.
And do you think that they'll ever bring that storyline arc into live action?
It would be cool if they did, but
yeah, because now that they're doing like the Mandalorian and all that kind of stuff, you can have him, cool, having a wife, like.
Yeah, but do they bring in like Rey and Kylo are like similar to their kids?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless they do like a fucking Halloween franchise thing and just do this kind of like weird fucking timeline that just shoots off this way.
Let's go to the comments. Chris says, "Am I the only one concerned that Tubbs finds the idea of beating women attractive?"
No, not women. Certain types.
Yes,
just certain types.
We're all concerned. Lobot says, "I was thinking it."
But nobody else said it except for Chris.
Everyone else is laughing, so they all agree too.
I've got problems, kids.
Yeah, Tubbs is not right, lads. In case you say you didn't figure it out already. Manga Fananga says, "Oh, Biker Scout." Lobot said, "Biker sold out already." Chris says, "So it wasn't just me then." "Oh, she looks hot there. And she looks like she's been smacked about." Yeah, hot as shit.
Hot as shit.
John that says the remake got canned. It didn't get canned fully. They are changing developers though, because
I heard that they were kind of like
they weren't happy with what they'd done so far.
What did they call it? It's on hold indefinitely or some shit.
Yeah.
Ian
says, "Hello lads, hey Ian, how's it going?"
Story, buddy.
Didn't they get rid of Mara Jade from canon? Anything before Disney isn't canon anymore. They did, but they're starting to bring back stuff here and there. Like Tron was gone as well. Jonathan said, "No, Brian, fully canned." I must have a look at that in a while before. That's disappointing if so, because that was my favorite.
Yeah, that's fucking. Because I was even looking forward to fucking that.
Ian McGarr. So yeah, next week. Now I have an idea for the chat.
Okay.
And I want the chat to nominate one person, right, for who's definitely going to be here next week, to come up with a mystery topic for me and Tubbs to talk about next week.
Ooh, I like that.
Nothing stupid or silly. Something that would actually have a good conversation.
Yeah, okay. Something that would actually make us fucking think.
So it doesn't take much to make you think, Tubbs. So any of you in the chat, you can either stick your hands up and do it yourself or nominate someone to do it.
Yeah.
I think it could be a cool addition to the show and a new
world building kit
for next week. Mick says he has one. Okay, Mick, if you're on it, if you want it. And by the way, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be like comic related or movie
Yeah,
related.
yeah. I mean, like that's the cool thing. It's like pop culture isn't just comics.
See, I don't think G-Force knows how it works because a mystery topic is you don't tell us until that very second. Is Andor the future direction of Star Wars? No, because it's set in the past. Jonathan says, I nominate G-Force to talk about all our prizes and when we're getting them. Yeah, I'll send you on my address later.
Yeah, I didn't even
Ian
know it was
says,
happening. I want the prize.
see, Mick, the thing is, the thing with this is you don't tell us the topic until the time we're going to answer it next week. So you have a whole week to think of something. And then I will say, it's time for our mystery topic. And then Mick will say, okay, here I go.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So I mean, like every week we have a
So we
mystery
don't have
topic.
time to think about it. We just have to answer here and then.
No, I like that. I like that the fact that it's just literally like after on the spot. Like
And
we just kind of
I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I stole this from something else. I saw it somewhere
dude,
else. So.
fucking right now. Dude, I was even fucking thinking about fucking doing fucking like a pitch meeting style fucking thing for my new fucking YouTube channel.
Oh, like
I
Mr.
was gonna
Sunday
go.
Movies.
No, no, but it was just literally me and my fucking like shitty alter ego, like just breaking down like movie reviews.
Your alter ego's in here all the time with you.
my alter ego is the guy that's on the culture cast.
Well, like one of you started talking about Doctor Doom and the other one couldn't finish it.
Yes, yes, and fucking I broke my own brain in that one.
That was that. You were trying to go through the same door there, I think.
The both of us tried to walk through it at the same time.
Mick says, yeah, we saw that. You bastard, Jono. Mick, fuck. Ian says, I saw you in Big Bang at the weekend. I was there. Some shop, great layout. I've heard nearly everything new. Yeah, they're a fantastic shop. I try to get up once every quarter, kind of, because it is a bit of a trip. Like, but yeah, worth it, definitely. Like, I know it's cheaper, probably order stuff from them, but it's cool to buy stuff in person
Yeah,
as well.
but you know yourself, man. There's nothing like going into an actual fucking shop and just looking around and seeing what you can find. You know.
So yeah, next week is episode 75, 3/4 of 100.
It's,
So
now, to be
uh,
fair, we probably would be closer to the 100.
if we didn't stop taking weeks off.
Yeah, because we actually like I mean I've had to take fucking time,
Yeah, look,
like
shit
weeks off.
happens.
You've had to take weeks off,
There's been
and
times
vice
when I've
versa.
been out weeks with sick and stuff
Yeah,
like so. Nick is here. Hello, Pickles. Hello, my
story, dude.
cucumber. So we're just about to wrap it up here. Hey, APD. You can't beat going in person and having to mooch yourself. It's a trek for me too. Nick. So yeah, we're just saying there, Nick and Ian, if you caught it, we're gonna. Jonathan says, "Big Bang is awesome, but a right pain to get to. Takes me all of 30 minutes. You cunt. Outrageous.
How long was your drive up there? Actually, 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah,
And 2.5 hours back.
yeah. See, that's the only thing about fucking Dublin is I fucking hate the place.
Yeah, but Tubbs, you wouldn't be driving if you came with me the next time.
Yeah, just fucking true. That's true. Yeah, I'm just in the car.
Ian, we start at 9:30 every Tuesday.
Yeah,
But we weren't here last Tuesday because shit happens. Hey y'all, yo Nick. So yeah, next week we're going to be starting a new thing where it's mystery topic time. So one of you guys can come up, even if you don't want to do it now, come up with something on the spot next week, and we will
yeah.
talk about it. As long as
On the
as long
spot
as
for us, the answer on the spot.
as long as it's not something stupid like a bear versus donkey or whatever the fuck. We want to actually
Yeah,
have a
just
good
something that'll get a good topic of conversation between
yeah.
us.
And some of the guys used to do it before, and I thought it'd be cool to bring it back. So yeah, I'm not joking. I just paid shipping to save on the journey. Ian says I usually make a day of it, go to Lego, Forbidden Planet, Disney, food, etc. Too. So Manga Fananga. Manga Fananga says you're working tonight, Tez. Should me and Shabby add you to the call? And Yeah, so that's us for tonight. Now, do we let Tubbs talk DC? We don't ever have to talk about it again for another 6 months.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
The Culture Cast pop-up book. Ian says, good night, everyone. Try me here in time next week. Oh, that's cool, man. Be great to have you.
You too, and I'll see. Hopefully, see you next week.
Sai, add me. I'm nude.
Nice.
Tubbs loves that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys,
We're
thank
all
you
new,
for
dude. I'm
watching.
not even wearing pants.
Yeah, we don't want to know. So as always, guys, were you going to do something there?
No, I was getting comfortable. You're too used to me doing fucking weird shit like that. Like,
yeah, I have anxiety towards it or something. Sai says, mainstream fellas, do it, Sai. Chris says, oh, so you're all having a call, eh? It's like, fuck me if I'm not invited. Please do me the courtesy of not rubbing my face in it like dog shit in the house. My junk hurts after watching this. Is that normal?
yeah, all the time.
You should probably get that checked out, my friend. That's from all Jonathan and all of us breaking our balls, maybe. I don't know. Cheers, gang. Awesome.
It's normally me that gets it done. Do you know what I mean? So
look, we get over your height, Tubbs. It's okay.
Yeah, my balls are lower to the
You
ground.
won't get over a kitchen table, but yeah. Good show, lads. Great show as always. You're not up at 2 a.m., Chris. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit subscribe, like, and all that stuff, and comment on the video also. That will be awesome, and we will see you all next week. See you later. Tip of the cap to y'all.